Some disappearances leave behind no clues, no evidence, and no answers, only haunting questions. These are 10 people who vanished without a trace and whose stories remain unsolved. 10. Brandon Swanson. In 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson was driving home after a night out when his car ended up in a ditch near Taunton, Minnesota. He called his parents, saying he was walking toward a nearby town. For nearly 45 minutes, they stayed on the phone as he described his surroundings. Suddenly, Brandon exclaimed,
"Oh shit!"
and the call went dead. He was never seen or heard from again. Extensive searches turned up nothing but his abandoned car. No footprints, no phone, no body. It's as if the night swallowed him whole. To this day, investigators can't explain what he saw or what happened in that final moment. 9. The Sodder Children. On Christmas Eve in 1945, a fire destroyed the Sodder family home in West Virginia. 5 of the 10 Sodder children were never found. While officials concluded they died in the fire, no remains were recovered, and suspicious details emerged. The fire burned unusually fast, the phone lines were cut, and a ladder normally kept nearby was missing. Years later, the family received a strange photo of a man resembling one of the missing children, with a cryptic note on the back. The Sodders believed their children had been kidnapped, and they spent decades searching. No one ever uncovered what really happened that night, or why. Maura Murray. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old college student, emailed her professors in 2004 saying there was a death in the family. There wasn't, then drove off into the snowy New Hampshire mountains. Her car was found crashed into a snowbank, and a witness saw her briefly outside the vehicle. When police arrived minutes later, she was gone. No footprints in the snow, no signs of struggle. Despite national media attention and endless online theories, no one has ever figured out why she left or where she went. Some believe she ran away, others suspect foul play, but after all these years she's still missing, without a trace. 7. Louis Le Prince. In 1890, Louis Le Prince boarded a train in France and vanished before reaching his destination. Why does this matter? Because Le Prince is credited as one of the inventors of motion pictures, and some believe rivals in the film industry wanted him gone. No one saw him get off the train, and his luggage was never recovered. There was no evidence of an accident or crime. His family suspected foul play, especially as Thomas Edison later claimed the title of Father of Cinema. Was Le Prince silenced for his invention, or did something more personal happen? His disappearance remains one of history's most mysterious. 6. Sneha and Phillip. Sneha and Phillip was last seen on September 10, 2001 in Manhattan. The next day, the day of the 9/11 attacks, she vanished. Initially assumed to be one of the many victims, questions soon arose. Her name wasn't on any official list. Security footage suggested she might not have been near the towers at all. In the days leading up to her disappearance, Sneha had argued with her husband and stayed out overnight. Some suspect she used the chaos of 9/11 to disappear intentionally, while others believe she ran toward danger to help. No one truly knows what happened to her, or why. 5. Frederick Valentich. In 1978, Australian pilot Frederick Valentich was flying a small aircraft over the Bass Strait when he radioed air traffic control, reporting a strange aircraft hovering above him. He described its shiny metal surface and green lights. Then, his final transmission: "It's not an aircraft." After that, silence. His plane was never found. Some suggest disorientation, suicide, or engine failure. But others point to something far stranger, a possible UFO encounter. Official investigations offered no answers. What makes this even creepier? His final words weren't just odd. They suggested something unexplainable took him from the sky. 4. Amy Lynn Bradley. In 1998, 23-year-old Amy Lynn Bradley was on a Caribbean cruise with her family. She was last seen early in the morning relaxing on the balcony, and by sunrise, she was gone. The ship had already docked, and no alarms were raised. Despite searches and even FBI involvement, she was never found. Multiple witnesses later claimed to have seen a woman matching her description in the Caribbean, possibly forced into human trafficking. One even claimed Amy begged for help. If true, she may have been held captive for years. But despite these chilling sightings, no trace has ever been confirmed.
3. Lars Mittank.
In 2014, 28-year-old German tourist Lars Mittank vanished from an airport in Bulgaria under bizarre circumstances. Days earlier, he got into a fight that damaged his eardrum. After that, his behavior changed. He became paranoid, texting his mother that he didn't feel safe and that someone was following him. At the airport, he ran out suddenly, abandoning his luggage and disappearing into nearby woods. Surveillance footage shows him sprinting in terror. Was it mental illness, a reaction to medication, or something more sinister? Despite global interest and viral videos, Lars has never been found. His last known moment is caught on camera. Two, Jim Sullivan. Jim Sullivan was a rising folk rock musician in the 1970s with a cult following and a debut album titled UFO. In 1975, he left Los Angeles for Nashville, but never made it. His car was found abandoned in New Mexico, guitar inside, money, even his ID. He was reportedly last seen walking into the desert and simply never came back. Some locals claimed to have seen him confused or disoriented. Others said nothing at all. His album had lyrics about disappearing and being taken away. Fans and theorists have speculated about foul play, mental breakdown, and even alien abduction. His fate remains unsolved. 1. Benjamin Bathurst. In 1809, British diplomat Benjamin Bathurst was returning from Austria when he stopped at an inn in Germany. He left his room to check on his carriage and vanished in the few seconds it took his companion to catch up. His disappearance sparked an international mystery. No one saw or heard anything unusual. Bathurst was young, healthy, and under protection. Was he assassinated for political reasons? Or did something more mysterious occur? Theories range from secret abduction to parallel universe slips. While skeletal remains were found decades later, they were never conclusively identified. His vanishing still baffles historians. Some of these stories sound like fiction, but they're terrifyingly real. If mysteries like these keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button and join us for even more chilling content. And if these disappearances shook you, just wait until you hear the truth behind people who reappeared under impossible circumstances. See you next time.